Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space. Hope you enjoy. Oh, poop, I caught a human. Written by editor number 2545. No, this can't be right. But the more I look, the more I'm certain. That's a human in there. Oh, for gods of all things, why am human? This was supposed to be a simple, but no. Fate had to go and drop me in the poop. Looking between the image on my data slate and at the creature on the display, there was no doubt. I caught myself a human. Okay. Settle down. Maybe this isn't so bad after all. He, she, it seems calm. It's not tearing up the cargo hold. It's just sitting there looking at the hatch. Does it know I'm watching it? They're not psychic, are they? Flipping through the entry on humans, it seems that they aren't, but many individuals have heightened sensitivity to being observed and are hyper-aware of their surroundings. Oh, great. Not psychic, just the next best thing. This was supposed to be a simple day too, just slacking off on the beach on a deserted world, soaking up sun, breathing unrecycled air, catching some fish, but then an intrusion alarm sounded, and my shuttle sealed up tight. The only thing was it should have sealed up when something approached, not after something wandered inside and left me stuck outside. Checking the display again, the human had moved over to the hatch and was holding a comm button. You know, I can hear you talking to yourself out there, right? Oh, poop. It speaks standard with a crisp formal accent. Better than myself. Okay. You are still talking to yourself out loud, and secondly, I am a he, not an it. Why do you speak standard? Because everyone speaks standard. No. I mean, you're supposed to be extinct. There are no more humans. Not for a really, really long time. I'm just not extinct. Why are you trying to steal my shuttle? I'm not trying to steal your shuttle. I saw it here, so I came to see if I could hitch a ride. If you're not trying to steal it, why did you sneak past the sensors? Because I didn't know if the owners were friendly. So you were trying to steal it? No, I just didn't want to get shot because I said hello and startled someone. Then why didn't you just comm the shuttle from the distance? Because I don't have a comm. Okay, that's a good point. You don't look like you have much with you. Look, I had some trouble with my ship and I had to evac with the shuttle, but I collided with some debris on separation. I crashed here and camped out in the stasis pod until my senses picked up your ship and shuttle. My shuttle is pretty banged up, but I was able to do a short hop near here, and then walk the rest of the way over. Huh. You know, that sounds like a made-up story. Regardless, that's what happened. I could see him smile at through the display. Lots of teeth, but pretty flat, no fangs. And the chuffing sound was laughter, I think. Okay, maybe this isn't as scary as I thought, but gods, there will be a nest full of trouble when I return home and my logs are scanned. Government agencies and God knows who else will be crawling up my pooper. I mean, I think I have the only human left in the galaxy, so the question is, will I get a reward or will I disappear? What do you mean by the only human? Oh, poop. I have to stop talking out loud. I was just joking. Humans are extinct. The galaxy hasn't seen humans in centuries. What? Your home world kind of blew up. Then your colonies, one by one, blew up. Or were deserted. Yes, I know that part. We were attacked and we were at war. The records don't say anything about a war, but remnants of human civilization carried on in some fleets. A few smaller bases and small groups, all solar humans wandering from place to place. How long was I in stasis? I don't know. How would I know? I just met you, sorry. This time I was talking to myself, damn. Can I have my shuttle back, please? I don't know, can you? I mean, you have me locked in here and you're out there with the keys. Oh yeah. How do I know you won't attack me and then steal my shuttle if I open the door? Well, I assume you have the shuttle code and I don't know the codes. So if I attack you, then I still don't have the access codes and I'm still stuck here. Oh, yeah. I propose that you open the hatch, offer me a ride back to wherever you are from. You don't even have to go out of your way. Just get me some form of civilization, and I promise not to try and steal your shuttle. That sounds like what a shuttle thief would say. Get spaceborne and then bonk me on the head, and goodbye shuttle. Well, if you don't trust me, even then a little, then you're stuck outside while I am in here. I can catch fish and food. I have lots of fresh water. You don't, so I could wait until you get weak and then drag you out. Oh, poop! How long can a human go without food and water anyhow? I better look that up. Well, since I seem to be in the cargo hold, I bet there are some tools that I could find. And once I get bored, I could start disassembling things. Glad I checked. Humans can go a long time without food or water, and gods, they were dense. He'd be hard to move. Don't do that. That would be bad. I have an idea. I'll move back and open the hatch from a distance, and you exit my shuttle and let me back on board. Okay, that sounds fine for you. How about my ride out of here? I have to take you back. You know how much trouble I would be once the system was scanned and my files show that I found a human, but then it just left the human on a deserted planet. About that, suppose I don't want to be found. I can't do anything about that. My ship's system will be automatically scanned as soon as I dock, and everything is auto-logged. So, they'll know whether you want them to or not. Who are they? You know, the government. They have the logs of every civilian ship scanned every time the ship docks. Okay, that's new. Any way around the scan? I'm sure someone is smuggling and has it figured out, or knows who to bribe, but us normal people don't. Why were you worried about disappearing earlier? Stories, you know. Sometimes a ship comes back from somewhere, then it's gone by the registry and crew is never heard from again. But you never actually know anyone who it happened to, just stories. That doesn't sound good. I'll deal with that when we get there, I guess. So, let's do this. Stepping back to the tree line and concealing myself somewhat, I trigger the hatch door. A moment later, the human steps out and looks around the clearing before he looks straight at me. He shouldn't be able to see me. Humans really were nearly psychic. Might as well step out into the open and see what the human did. I have no reason to be surprised, but the human did what he said he would and walked away from the hatch and allowed me easy access to the shuttle. Steve took his finger off the comm button and waited in front of the hatch, waiting for it to open. He smiled as he was becoming quite the strange day. As the hatch slid aside, Steve stepped out into the sunlight and took a look around, eyes searching for his strange benefactor. There at the edge of the tree line, an outline that didn't quite match the background. Some kind of stealth suit, maybe. Still smiling, Steve walked off to the side away from the shuttle. Once he was away from the hatch, his new friend stepped out into the open. Steve couldn't help himself. He stared wide-eyed. Standing in the clearing was a lizard nearly meeting Steve's own height and standing on two legs, wearing a long vest-style garment with a tool belt, looking almost like a Terran gecko, tail, sticker pads on his hands, and a big googly eyes and all. A boom washed over the pair as something over them broke the sound barrier on the atmospheric entry. Both of them looked to the sky, searching. Oh, poop! Pirates! End of story. Story number 2. Human ships have no guns, written by Shadow of a Person. Human ships have no guns. This was a lie. They, of course, had the same anti-meteor armament as any other ship. But as far as self-defense went, nada, zilch. Now, see, as a pirate captain, this had always rather delighted Xylorch. Unfortunately for them, humans rarely strayed out of their home systems. On their own ships, at least. In their home systems, you see, attacking a human ship would earn you a prompt railgun slug between the bows. But out here, well, the HMS Ever-Loving floated serenely between the crosshairs of the AES Murder. The Murder fired a warning shot over the Ever-Loving's port. 30 seconds. The Murder opened comms with the Ever-Loving and began their state ultimatums. The captain of the human ship smiled and they replied, 20 seconds. What do you mean by that? If you do not lay down your arms and surrender at this moment, me are going to blow you out of the sky and 10 seconds. Don't interrupt me. We all know you're helpless as a minnow out here. We'd prefer to keep this civil-like, but we will shoot you out of the void if we need to. 3, 2, 1. As a flash of light, the telltale pseudo-shockwave of an incoming near-field hyperspace jump. Perhaps the pirates noticed the signs of their doom before it hit them. You see, there are two ways to go very fast in the universe. Hyperspace is clean, civilized, and easy to prevent. Point to point in an instant. Now warp. Warp is useless. It takes 10 years to break the light barrier, and it doesn't get better from there. But you see, the 10-ton rod of tungsten, now next to the AES murder, had been accelerating for more than 10 years. How much more is rather immaterial. It only needed to go 10 meters. Hyperspace jumps are clean and civilized, but they don't slow you down one bit. A pirate ship directly in front of you, now that slows you down plenty. Although, well, it's not really a pirate ship after that. Human ships had no guns, well, not the serious type of gun that could knock anyone out of a fight. People who attack human ships have guns. They're downright bristling with them. They have plasma cannons, rail guns, mash drivers, the lot. And, most valuable of all, they have 30 seconds. After that, they have so many charged ions caught in the solar winds. End of story. I would just quickly like to thank the T5 channel members and patrons. Caspar Arnholtz, Cam Maxwell, Parky, It's Difficult to Pronounce, Lord Azrakul, and Arcadian.